It's Saturday, after Joe's raid, and you know what that means. It means it's time. For UmiNews. Hello, welcome to UmiNews. How are we doing? How are we doing? I had to leave after my brain stocks. I had to leave after, what part was it? It was when they revealed Ava Beatrice back. So anything that's happened after that, I have no idea what's happened. I hope we all had a good time, a good thinking time. It was making me laugh because, like, I was basically like, as I do most Saturdays, right? When the stream starts, I was half busy editing, so I was like paying attention, but I wasn't like actively doing anything. So when I finished doing the editing, the puzzle solving had already begun, like the whole kind of big puzzle. So I kind of came in halfway through and I was like, I'm not going to bother trying to do it. I'm just going to vibe. So I was just there vibing, chatting to people in chat, you know, talking on the Discord, whatever, just dancing to the music. And then like everyone else is really trying to solve this really hard puzzle. I was like, it's fine. I'm just enjoying myself. But yeah, no, there was a lot of thinking that stream. A lot of thinking, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know, you know, there's a lot of like logic puzzling. It was the mother of all like dull games, really. I could see Lambda Delta making one of those every day. That's like a dull game. You feel proud that you solved it before, Joe? Congratulations, Jelly. Congratulations. That's because you feel love more for UmiNeco, so you saw it more. Right. Before we get into it, we have a special news piece here. As you know, well, as you used to know, we have to go back in time slightly. So imagine this happened before today's stream. Episode 8 has started off pretty friendly. And I did a special news report out in Rockinjima about how the new, friendlier UmiNeco is doing. Please enjoy. Ever since the start of episode 8, Rockinjima has undergone a sudden transformation. Gone are the terrifying murders and inheritance drama. Nowadays, the vibes are entirely different. Food, drink, and friendly conversation are the new motives, with the only mystery being which to choose next. This change of pace was brought about after Beatrice, who didn't know what to do with her returned gold, lent it out to Goda, who opened his own restaurant. Uncle Goda's Rockinjima Family Dining. Clearly all the gold had run out before they could hire a graphic designer. Well, I'm here with the man himself to talk it through. Hello, Goda. Why don't you tell us all about this place?
だいぶ遅かったので心配しておりました。皆様、長旅お疲れ様でした。ソースはストロベリーとローズヒップの2色の赤をご用意しました。なお花びらは鑑賞用となっておりますので、避けてからお召し上がりくださいませ。
I hear you even take requests.
どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。ソースはストロベリーとローズヒップの2色の赤をご用意しました。お帰りなさいませ。貴賓室でお一人で食事を取られたいとのことで、そちらへお運びしております。そろそろ戸締まりの見回りに行きたかったのですが。
Right, of course, I remember. You've leaned pretty hard into the mystery theme, right?
ここを開けてもいいものか困っていたのです。何しろ旦那様方の会合は、私はここで親族の皆さんのご用命の待機をしておりますので、だいぶ遅かったので心配しておりました。貴賓室でお一人で食事を取られたいとのことで、なお花びらは鑑賞用となっておりますので、避けてからお召し上がりくださいませ。
Well, that sounds delightful. And I can see everyone is here. Well, I think I can see a couple of people missing, but I'm sure they're around. Well, goodbye everyone.
See you again.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
And I hope we see you all soon. Wait, what was that? Who's on the lights? Hold on, I think I can feel a light switch around here. There. Well, this isn't good. Hello? Hello? Oh, fuck. I knew incorporating gameplay into VMs was a bad idea. Wait, what's happening? Oh no. No, please. Anyone but her, no.
ウルトエリカが
Terrifying. Wow. And also surprisingly prescient from what actually happened this stream. Oh dear. Oh dear. It was I was chatting about that bit with the mod chat for my Discord because we're trying to work out how to do it. And I basically end up making the Five Nights at Freddy's bit before the rest of it, so I had to make the rest of it afterwards to justify it. Because can you believe there wasn't online a kind of like green screen version of the map, like the screen view of Five Nights at Freddy's? No one's made like I had to recreate that from scratch. When you look on the mirror for like all the different rooms and stuff, no one's made that overlay, that UI. It's crazy. Anyway, I also wanted to call that episode Five Nights at Frodo Erica's, but it didn't happen. Thank God, yes, thank God it's just a bit and Erica does not actually come back in real life. Don't worry, you're safe. Erica couldn't possibly come back, true. I hope Ferretti, Five Nights at Freddy's, exactly. Yeah, how did everyone feel about today's stream, today's thinking stream? I hope everyone also who was looking to buy their non-official UmiNeco Fumos from that one site had their chance. I saw on the UmiNeco stream chat earlier that it had opened up and people were buying some. You loved it. It was fun. How can we get a poll in chat about who managed to solve it and who just looked it up basically or got clues until they could get it? The store is still open. Oh, what do they have on there? Because I heard they didn't have Dalinor. But you know, it's always fun to see what little Fumes they got on there. You needed 2 hints and you solved the rest yourself. That's pretty good, Dalmek. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid. I like that. I don't know. It's hard to tell because I feel like if I was super invested in the stream, I probably would sit down for an hour and solve it. But if that just came up in a normal game where I was like, I was enjoying it, but I wasn't like fully invested, I probably would have looked up the answer immediately. I'm kind of like, I'm just not gonna fucking deal with it. But I guess UmiNeco is different because it is meant to be like a murder mystery puzzle game. So, you know, it feels like it's a lot more in character and vibe to solve the mystery. You read the manga and just said, fuck this, there's no one going to think about it. That's fair. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I feel like it's one of these, it's like the, you're saying it was easier because you kind of rushed over it. I feel like it's one of those, like the IQ chart meme, where it's like, you know, right at both ends, you can get it. And then if you go in the middle where you spend loads of time deciding over specific wording and stuff, that's when it falls apart on you. But yeah, I was also saying in chat, I was finding it very funny that like the main theme they were using for all this like really intensive like logical deduction was like this heavy trance techno theme. It wasn't exactly what you know, exactly what hold on, I should what I would have chosen. Hold on, let me permit you to set this link. Sorry, I cannot for the life of me, I cannot get Nightbot to not ban people from posting links. Alas. But yeah. Yeah. I thought it was a fun stream. It was cool chatting in chat as well. It's kind of like a vibe stream because you know Joe was. You know what was really funny actually was the bit where I didn't know. I can't remember if Mal said she muted her mic just for us or also for Joe, but there was that part where I think it must have just been for us. It was that part where Joe was like talking to himself and then he was like, what do you think about that, Mouse? Yeah. He's just like, it sounded like he'd just gone insane. Like he was just talking to like an imaginary hallucinatory mouse who wasn't there at all. I was like, oh god, he's lost it. He's gone off the deep end. UmiNeco's broken him. It's finally happened. Oh man, that's a good one. It's happening. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and get the Nanjo's best bits in. All right, I'll see you after the highlights. Nanjo's Best Bits is brought to you by the following sponsor.
そうです。体はすっかり龍馬に蝕まれております。ましてやあのような。
Looks like the crimes are moving along. I'm loving this. This is great. But now it's clear.
Well, I'm gonna
only
go,
one keep him safe. You're gonna go make your.
I'm gonna go
drink?
make myself a cocktail. Yeah.
All right. Enjoy. Enjoy.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
He's dead. He's been killed. This was an instant death. I mean, like, if these are lying, then that means they're the culprit, which means that they could, like, fucking hell. I don't know. This is fucking complicated. No. Is Jessica even dead?
Listening to your Joker arc, right?
I am straight up not having a good time right now. This time Dr. Nanjo was killed. Okay, Nanjo's dead. All right, so Nanjo's not a culprit. So Nanjo has to tell the truth. Fuck, that sucks. No, god damn it. What do you mean that?
Can I say something?
Sure, go for it.
You have all the pieces.
Oh, thank you so much. Dr. Nanjo and I confirmed that Genji-sama was dead. He lied like a fucking liar. But then does that count as a canon? Oh, this is fucking... I don't like this anymore. I don't like this. Okay. I don't want to take break either, because if I have an epiphany while I'm on break, I'm going to get pirate software with the blue... Oh, they just never leave. Oh, for fuck's sake. They just never leave. They just stay in the fucking room for the whole rest of the game. They just never fucking leave, Lamayo. Oh my fucking god. The goats seemed to bend and undulate. The sky rapidly turned white, becoming a ceiling lit by fluorescent lamps. What? This is me?
This is you.
Counselor. All of them spoke in... Oh, I didn't see that until... Oh, fucking hell.
Anything besides the Rudolph family culprit theory would be impossible.
My brain, like, actually censored the assignment you gave me. I didn't see it until right now. For example, a theory with George's family as the culprits is possible. What do you think, everyone? Yeah, it is! It is! Fuck! How's that? This level of reasoning is possible for Furuto Erika.
What do you think, everyone?
Wow. What a comeback for our favourite character, Furuto Erika. Oh, man. Joe just slowly losing his mind was very funny. It was very funny. She's so back. She's so back. Exactly. Oh, man. They brought all the villains back. They had the fucking Avengers Assemble moment. They had, like, Erika come back. Eva Beatrice came back. They're all fucking on your right. You know, it's all coming together. All the warriors. They're coming back. Ay. Well, everyone is here. Exactly. We need the Smash edit. The Smash Bros edit. Oh. UmiNeco was before the first Avengers movie, but that's where the Russo brothers got the inspiration from, right? They were playing UmiNeco and they were like, oh shit, we got to bring this into the mainstream. I think Ryakushi should sue, honestly. I think he needs to sort that out, really. He's too busy making the new Silent Hill movie game, though. Which, I hear they got a demo out for now. And the impression I got was people weren't super happy with it. But that was only one person's impression. Maybe everyone else loved it. But yeah, did anyone else have anything they wanted to chat about? I don't know what happened after I left, so... But did anyone else have any thoughts about the stream we just had? The twists and turns, the ups, the downs, the drama. I hear you can technically define it as a Souls-like. if you really put the parameters in, I hear it's like, well, you know, you can dodge, you can roll, you know, all that kind of stuff. You can do a checklist. Potentially, maybe it wasn't a demo. Maybe it was like a video clip from a games journalist site that did it. Something like that. We asked some chat's thoughts. In other words, you're saying, what do you think, everyone? So this level of reasoning is only possible with the power of Rhoda Erica. I mean, I like Frodo. I always like Frodo Erica. She's like such a stupid, like, gremlin creature. It's just, I can't take her seriously. And I think that's part of the point. She's meant to be like a parody of these people who just, like, you know, don't engage with the actual story. They just engage with the facts to make a puzzle. But yeah, you know, she's also just kind of fun. I don't know. She is just such a gremlin. It just makes me laugh. But yeah, all the Hirigashi readers coming out, exposing themselves in the chat. Well, it doesn't exactly ruin it that she comes back, because it's more like, how would I say it? It's more like using the kind of logical reasoning, or like the arguments Erica would use now that she's learned that there's more than one truth, etc. It's like using those things she's learned to defeat the common. It's almost like what Angie is going back through the past, right, of all the different potential suspects and using them as like protection against this big new idea that actually it was her family that were the killers, right? So she's pulling these things. Well, we haven't 100% defeated the fact that this could happen or that could happen. And so she's pulling those back into her memory to like fight off the goats that are, I guess, just internet commentators now. It's kind of what the impression I'm getting is they are just like internet trolls. But it's weird as well because in UmiNeco every character is like a stand-in, like a metaphor or something, but they're also their own character, right? So going back to the past to solve the murders that suck ass. Exactly. The angry video game detective. We were the goats all along. It's true. Which makes that scene kind of fucked up in episode 2. I don't know why the hell you guys would do that. You fucking monsters. You fucking killed Natsui and Maria. You sick fucks. But anyway. I went a bit too hard on the joke there. I'm sorry. Anyway. God forbid a man wanting a snack. I mean, that's true. That is damn true. It's time for... Hello and welcome to UmiNews. You cried. I know. Well, you should be crying because it is the second to last ever UmiNews as well, which is very sad. We're packing up the lease. We're cutting the bells. We've only got a couple of weeks left on the rent. I know, it's very sad. It's a heartbreaking time, but life moves on. I have to release Nanjo back into the wild, you know? How's Nanjo feeling? Nanjo, how you feeling? He always says it better without words, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, your name here for following. Thank you. Well, I do have... Okay, so first of all, chat, I have to make a quick admission. I have the best bits for this week, but I do not have any actual, like, comedy bits set up because, A, I'm away a lot next week, so I need to set up bits for the final stream. And also, I was kind of ill this week, so I didn't have much time. But, in lieu of that, I have a special UmiNeco-related segment for 15 to 30 minutes. We'll see how long it goes after we've done the Umi News. So sit tight for that. Meanwhile, how do we feel about today's episode? I thought it was... You know what? I can imagine there being people who are haters of the Avengers Assemble, you know, super squad fight thing. But honestly, I'd let Ryukishi have it because I feel like they've earned it. I feel like they put so much effort into all the fancy stuff and all that kind of thing that I think they earn the visual metaphor of the internet forums tearing them apart. And it was fun. It was very fun having the different parts being like, you know, oh, I'm going to do this thing. And then, oh no, they're immune to mind magic, so you have to do your thing. Now, I will say, it was a little silly to me that the people who are like, magic doesn't exist, got destroyed by the people who are like, yeah, but this crime doesn't follow Van Dyne's 20 rules. Like, what do you mean? It's real life. Like, it doesn't have to follow that. It doesn't matter. If you're like, there's no magic and it's all like a true crime documentary thing, who cares? But, you know, that wouldn't have been as fun. So I respect them just leaving it in there. And I loved Ryakishi just fucking flaming his own audience because he fucking loves to do that. You could tell the frustration was there. He had a bit of pent up frustration. So I missed the last 20 minutes, which I'm assuming were the very emotional. I mean, they've been building up a lot, right? Like, I did think, because when Angie changed into Beatrice Angie, and she had I noticed the funeral pattern on the veil and everything, but originally I thought that was mainly her being like, this is the end of the episode, right? Like, I'm destroying the world, I'm getting rid of everyone. Like, this is to say goodbye. This is a funeral for them. And I was like, oh, shit, she's actually switched around. It's a funeral for herself. And, like, the whole tower being the falling, you know, building, all that kind of stuff. I thought it was cool. I thought it was really nice. And, yeah, it was a nice touch having Erica try and console Angie when they're kind of, like, kindred spirits in a way. But, yeah. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I can imagine if he does one episode a year, and you are like, ever since, let's say, episode 6 gets released, I think by episode 6, that's when the audience, like at the end of that's when the audience will start getting kind of pissed. And then you got to spend 3 years just fucking taking bullshit on online forums. 2 episodes a year. Okay, a year and a half. Just eating up that shit on all the fucking forums and all that kind of stuff. That would piss me off as well. That would be some harassment. Yeah, with a gap as well, yeah. Yeah, and it's fun, the idea of like... Because, you know, the idea was like... Jelly was positing the idea that you get to choose, right? You get to choose whether to read the truth and die, or accept the falsehoods and live, basically. But I like the meta angle on it as well, where it's like... Angie's technically not choosing, you're choosing, right? If this is how it works, you're choosing. You're making Angie choose which one. So it's like, would you rather kill Angie so you can learn the truth because you want to just know the truth of the puzzle, you don't care about Angie, or you care less than you do about knowing the truth? Or would you let Angie live because you like these characters so much, and the magic of this, imagining they can survive and live a happy life, even though it's all make-believe, you actually choose that over learning the end of the puzzle. You reached that point in the last 20 minutes. Okay, well then, fuck me then, I guess. Never mind. God damn it. That happens all the time. I always say something and they're like, oh no, we already went through that, you idiot. You didn't even know what you're fucking talking about. God damn it. For the record, yes, Jelly, what was for the record? You still do think there will be a choice at the end? Okay, interesting. Well, they wouldn't set it up with the choice for the cake if they didn't have choice later on, right? Jelly, well done with the stream as well. Very well. Yeah, so it's interesting. That's what makes it confusing for me. When you say, yeah, Angie jumping was set in stone, which I agree with, which makes it very confusing for me how there's any situation where she survives that. Because, like, how would that work? So I don't know. We'll have to see. But before we do anything else, let's go ahead and look at the moments of the week.
Voss is the Beatrice of Scrandal.
Too late, Mr. Jones. I have already sealed the cat box.
Yo!
Oh, shit! Do you think Schrodinger would, like, give his theory? Do you think he'd, like, elaborate if he knew this is how it'd end up?
That's an actually crazy thought. Imagine, like...
if you knew this was how it would be used.
I know, right? Like, So there's nowhere left to run. No, there is just one place. Where? The Golden Land. If only Battler says that he believes in magic, we can all go to the Golden...
it. We need your signature on this. Doing cool shit.
Oh man.
Are you ready for peak? Are you ready for peak? Are you not entertained?
So I'm so ready for peak. I'm so ready for peak. Yeah. These are the parts of UmiNeco that I like the most.
It's all about the hype and aura, baby. Let's go. A word. The more sound your argument is in regards to the evidence of the text, the stronger your goat is.
Oh, that's probably it. Yeah, that's probably it. However, there was no
Where's the
sound.
Rosa
Just
Trisco?
flesh. Oh. The strongest of all the goats, leading the pack. Backed by like a 12-hour-long YouTube video theorizing the strongest of all of them. Here I am.
That is just like this one goat on its own, and everyone's like, I don't know about that one, man. I don't know. Lead your charge, I guess.
Even the other goats don't like that goat. Crowd of goats step back.
The English majors have entered the fight.
Oh man, can't wait for Delano to be knocked down, and then Gota comes over and picks up the red sword, and then Delano's like, I knew it, and then just fucking go. Fuck, get out of here! It's written to have a crime without a cut. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the goat's jaws seem to close around Delano's head. What? I'm sorry. How many times has that not been the case? Who cares? Let's keep going. However, I'm becoming a goat. Man, thinking is just a waste of time. You say that, and you call yourself a mystery novel reader? We had? I don't care how ridiculous your theory is. If you think small bombs blew them up around that table, you stick to it until they're real. Until you find a way that the small bombs got on the island so it doesn't violate the rules. It's fucking small bomb. This isn't about winning and losing. It's about applauding the will to fight, even the most dire circumstances. It's a small bomb. It was just pieces of the explosive that also blew up the shrine outside on the island, was wrapped up in candies and fed to them as proof that they found the gold. There you go. We made it work. Now it's established. Locked it. I hate this. I just shit my pants face. Oh my god. It's the worst of the faces. Ushimiya Battler was stabbed to death. Let's say the weapon was a knife stuck right into his back. Are you like, she didn't even give you how she would died, bro. What are you doing? You like what? It's so fucking dumb. What?
I killed you inside a perfect closed room with windows, doors, and all other methods of entry or exit blocked.
Why has this been the decided way of dueling? Like, what why are we doing it too?
I'm killing you in my mind. I'm killing you in my mind.
Imagine someone knew what happened to your whole entire family that died on an island one day, and you go to talk to them and be like, hey, can you tell me? It really means a lot to me. And then she starts doing an interpretive dance while waving papers in the air going, isn't it better that maybe that you don't know? And like, you can think of to yourself what happened to your family, and I still know the answers, but like, I don't know, like, read all these different versions of what actually happened to the family and pick the one you like the best, because that could just be the truth if you really want it to be. Like, just like staring at her, just like fucking like, I just really want to know. I'm traumatized. Like, I jumped off a building. I just want to know what happened to my fucking my parents.
I just really like some closure. It's been really like, haunting me and ruining my entire life. Is that truly what you desire, child of man? Are you so sure you wish to brazenly enter the realm of knowing and transgress the passage of not knowing to reach there? Think carefully, child of man. This decision cannot be undone, and it shan't be made in haste. Chaotix is really mad. There was no ceiling. The chain is extra long. It only said to take the people to the other side. Fuck you, Ryukishi. You can't write mysteries. I don't know. Sounds like he stumped you pretty good.
That fucking animation gets me every time.
So this is Beatrice's birthday party.
Oh man, George crying in the chat. My master says she'll be holding a dinner party with Beatrice's guns. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. He's still got one more year.
Beato was flung away, and Battler was sealed inside a massive crystal that extended up to the heavens. Battler was shut inside a crystal cage like a tower, so large that you had to look up to see the top.
Get in the crystal, buddy. Get in the crystal.
Get in the crystal.
Get in the crystal. Sorry, buddy. Get in the crystal.
Well, honestly, there was nothing funnier in the VNs apart from the animations. I had to sneak a little bit in. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing any editing. I got to sneak a little bit. I need to sneak a quick NL, Enelica in there, because I couldn't help it. Once I heard it, I was like, you know what? I mean, the most terrifying thing is the fact he has hair in there. But yeah, man. Anytime there's an animation of someone falling or moving in the VN, it is literally the funniest thing. But yeah, it was. Again, like they pointed out in like Joe and Jelly were pointing out in the thing, in like the edits, in the moments there, but like it's fine when one of the fictional characters is like arguing that Erica shouldn't know the truth, but when it goes into quote unquote the real world and they're like, wouldn't it be better for you just to like imagine your past? It feels, it's like, what are you talking about? You insane person. You absolute, yeah, the fucking Rudolph climb animation, is it the Nanjo? He drops through the gap animation as well. That one really early on. That one was very funny as well. Like, oh god, they're so good. They're just like such, because you don't expect animation. The hard cut of like something happening it always gets me. It's always so good. But yeah, I thought it was a good. So look. Episode 4 at this point is really early on to me. That if it's in the first half, that might as well be 2021 in my mind. That's how far away it was. Yeah, it's funny because UmiNeco is an interesting beast for content, right? Because you have episodes where lots of stuff happens and it's really interesting to like further the narrative and like the complexities of like how the story and the characters work. And then you have episodes where very little happens from most of the stream, but it's all great highlight bullshit. You know what I mean? Like all the stuff I highlighted in there was like it was like a longer than average highlight cut because there was so much just insane bullshit that didn't really move the plot along that much, but it was very funny to to watch and include. So yeah. I'm trying to think, was there anything else from this episode or this stream that was worth mentioning or talking about specifically? I did like how they kind of wove in the two scenes together, which was very nice. I always think of my brain is fucking rotted. I'm always thinking of fucking Brandon Sanderson. When he gets towards the end of a book, he'll increase the pace on how perspectives switch between the characters to increase the tempo. Like they'll just. It starts off, in the beginning of the book, it's like one chapter each, and then by the end, it's like each paragraph they're fucking switching. And I felt like in this, they were switching more often, right? Because it was like between Angie and Battler and all, swapping back and forth and that kind of stuff. Yeah, so the problem with the UmiNeco highlight, like, if you want to make a proper UmiNeco highlights that had all the good stuff, that would take so long. I did briefly think about trying to make, like, a 10-hour long UmiNeco supercut, but I just do not have the time for that shit. That's the main issue. Like, I want to make the Death Stranding one, and then I want to make a Baldur's Gate one, and that's already fucking more than I can even deal with. Like, once UmiNews is done, I'll have more time for editing, so I can get on with the other stuff, but, like, that's like a multi-year project. Looking in the, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, and Retina's obviously blew out the park with their highlight reel, with their video, as always. So it's a great job. But yeah, did anyone else have anything they wanted to talk about, discuss with this week's streams? Before we move on to my secret UmiNeco surprise. Just take a gulp of water. I've already drunk 3/4 of a litre of water since starting the stream, which is insane, but my secret UmiNeco surprise, yes. So, I was like, you know what? I don't have time to edit anything. So why don't I try and do something else UmiNeco related? So I was like, you know what? What can we do? And then I thought, why don't we do this? That's right, baby. We are gonna do... I'll pause it right here. We are gonna do the UmiNeco fighting game.